Welcome back to 10 Slide Info. Good that both India and the United States have signed a memorandum of understanding to co-produce the General Electric F414 engines in India, and the main intention to produce these engines is to power the Tejas Mark II and the AMC Mark I fighters. Similarly, it's good that both India and the United States have cleared the deal of procuring the General Atomics 31 MQ-9B Predator drones for the two defense forces of India. And very soon the procurement would be done in a phased manner. It would be good if India expedites the procurement of 114 multi-role fighter deals just in the same way, so that we get to see the closure of one more long pending deal. These fighters are very much required for the Indian Air Force to boost the squadron strength. Even though there are chances for any fighters to win this deal, according to me, there are again chances for the Gripen-E fighters. And the main reason is because the engine which powers these fighters. Saab Gripen-E fighters are powered using a single Volvo RM16 engine, which is again a derivative of the General Electric F414 engines, which produce 61.83 kN thrust dry and 98 kN thrust with afterburner. These are the same General Electric F414 engines which power the Tejas Mark II fighters and the same 98 kN thrust with afterburner. Having similar engines for both Gripen-E and Tejas Mark II will give one more strong point for Sweden to get shortlisted for the 114 fighter deal. Due to depleting strength of the squadron, it is very vital to expedite the procurement of these 114 fighters. But since India should give way for the Tejas Mark II fighters, they can at least procure 50% of the count, like 55 fighters out of 114. Even though Rafale fighters are the front runners for both Indian Navy's 26 carrier-borne fighters and even for the 114 MRFA deal, India can consider going for Gripen-E fighters as well, since even these fighters are reliable and proven ones. Indian Air Force already operates 36 Rafale fighters procured from France, and it is almost confirmed that Indian Navy would be going for 26 Rafale Marine fighters again from France. Now, if they go again for 114 Rafale fighters for the MRFA deal, it would be like depending more on France. And having a mix-up of fighters is always a better option, so that India doesn't have to depend on one country for the service or spare parts or for any sort of help in maintenance. Apart from the French Rafale, there are other options for the Indian Air Force from the United States and Russia, but they can very well go with the Gripen-E fighters of Sweden, which are reliable and are loaded with many features. As I mentioned before, one of the vital components of a fighter is the engine which powers them. And now with India having more access to the General Electric F414 engines due to the co-production plan along with the United States, they will have less burden in the case of engine maintenance and service. So taking the point of getting access to General Electric F414 engines, Indian Air Force might think of considering the Gripen fighters of Sweden and have different variants and different brands of fighters in their fleet to have all sort of capabilities. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to 10 Slide Info for more defense and aviation related updates. Thank you.